This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, a good matchup in the NFC. It's the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
And I think each of the last two seasons since he's become a full-time starter, Mike, all we've seen Jordan Love do is improve week by week, year by year. And when you talk to his head coach, Matt LaFleur, he's very clear. He said, there is no question in my mind. He can become one of the elite quarterbacks in this league. He just needs to do two things: stay healthy and keep winning. Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
A gain of 22 yards.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and once you cross midfield, you got to be thinking 6, at the worst 3, but you're coming away with points.
That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Green Bay first down.
And a Packer first down.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
8-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. It is brought in the end zone. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, but he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
1. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
9 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
He has Hyatt complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
And 4 at the Packers' 47-yard line.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. He's going to tuck it and go. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Now a screen set up for Tracy. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
3rd down and 11.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now, let's check on the flag.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty yardage gets them a little closer, but still, tough 3rd down conversion coming up. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays
Play
are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense ready to see the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson.
Complete to number 9, Christian Watson. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Love out quickly to Dobbs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Love. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Packers first down. A gain of 7. First down, Green Bay.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on third down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On the bootleg, it's Love. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Love. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
It's a gain of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The ball carrier brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Roy Robertson Harris in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Love to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one's broken up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. Look, great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession.
26-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Gary on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
Edgerrin Cooper on the stop. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll go play action here with Dart in trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first two possessions. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
In motion goes Dobbs. He's going to uncork one. Looking for Wicks. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
So after being unable to pick up the first down on third down, now they have a decision to make. And, Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter four-down territory. I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating him up right now. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Evan Williams is there for the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 6. On play action, it is Dart. He'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Third down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass. And he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll run the sneak. And he will have a Giants first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the zone read, a give to Tracy. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop.
7-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Packers on top. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. 3rd down, they need 5. As we are ready to get back underway. On 3rd down, here is Dart. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
The Packers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Olsen and Evo, the good coverage. Gets his hand in there to knock it away.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Packers.
1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Packer 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
10 more yards.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard
There's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
19 more
These
yards.
two got it going on. 19 on that connection and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
These crossing
33-yard
concepts
line.
are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and goal, Green Bay.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually,
Open man, he's got it for the touchdown. Josh Jacobs, touchdown Packers.
Packers.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will get out in front 17-7.
Giants 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic, there hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Giants first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the give, it's Tracy. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On 2nd down, Dart. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Forced out wide. He'll try and get there on the ground.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
The ball carrier, Rashawn Gary on the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Packers' 44-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
To Darius Slayton. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll run with Tracy. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Giants.
A gain of 10
Typically in a
yards.
3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground, Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
On the ground, here's Tracy. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Packers offense back onto the field for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. They go play action with Love. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
That's caught by Golden, right side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the 1st half. That one picks up a 1st down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They try to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll go with the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Packers 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Love. That's Dobbs open left side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He's got it at about the 8. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on 3rd downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves 1st and goal.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. To the goal line and in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
McManus on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Giants 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Olszewski now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 1. To throw is Dart. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
4th down.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here. Come on, they don't want us to win.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now as he's on to punt for the Giants. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. That catch puts him over 100 yards for the game, and we still have another half to go. That catch picks up the first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. In motion goes Dobbs. On play action, Love. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Love to throw it on first down. The outside, it's brought in by Golden. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 48-yard line.
Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Love. Right back to Golden. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Green Bay first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
A gain there of 20. That's good for a Giants First down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
Whatever they've talked about in the
line.
locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play...
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
I can promise you, Mike, when this play call went into the headset of the quarterback, nobody on the coaching staff thought this play was going to result in a sack. This ball is expected to come out quick, wide receiver screen, and do the rest after the catch. Something was thrown off with the timing, and quarterback had no choice but to eat it and gets taken down for a sack.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore. Get out of here.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Dart. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
16.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Peeling forward for maybe a yard. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Love firing to Golden. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
On comes the Packers punting team. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Giants offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing, Dart. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Now, Dart. He'll step up and run this. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
Look up the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the speed. You know what's coming. You know what's coming.
Dart gonna hold on to it himself. And he's gonna have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Here's 1st and 10. I'll give on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on 4th down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on 3rd down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. And he's going to have the Giants' first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Gain of 18.
They gain 18 yards on that one. First down. Giants.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
It is 2nd and 6. Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
3rd and 11. Throwing again, Dart. He'll try to run for it.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This from 34 yards. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Past the 45. Still going. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense. And their running back set to go once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
He has Hyatt complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Giants sending out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. There's that man again, another catch. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Pass caught. It's golden. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Love. That's Dobbs, open left side. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving, it'll bring up second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. On the play fake, here's Dart. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big-time play out of the G-men. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will cut into that lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Williams now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They motion the slot man left. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Love out quickly to Dobbs. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. So they'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Packers set to kick this one away.
For the Packers.
On the return, Olszewski. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Off the bootleg, here is Dart. Connects with his big tight end, Manhurst. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. Dart gonna throw it again. He takes off.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Now a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 20-yard pickup there. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Inside the 10, it is caught. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
That's another.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, That's pretty impressive.
To the air on second down. Dart, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Micah Parsons getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get them here again.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. He'll step up and run, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That one, take it in. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it with Tracy. And he will not get to the goal line, so no tacking on 2 points. Still a 3-score game, as the difference is 18. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That complete to Jacobs. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Love. Quick slant into the hands of Golden. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
On the bootleg, it's Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. And he will go all the way. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
19.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Olszewski now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Olszewski on the return.
Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work.
At their own
They'll start out
26-yard line.
1st down and 10. Throwing, Dart. He finds his receiver, Olszewski. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Dart. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Giants.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. In motion, it's Robinson. Dart gonna throw here on 2nd down. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they're gonna work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
In motion, it's Robinson. On second down, Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. And he'll take it on in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants are able to edge a bit closer.
Giants 26.
We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. He'll take this forward for about 5.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Love to throw. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Second down, they need 7. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Off the RPO, this is Dobbs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Now Love. That one caught. He finds Golden.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
They'll run with Jacobs. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.